Good afternoon. I can't even remember the last time I did a video or went live or did anything. Life has been so turned upside down over the last month. Even if I told you, you would not even believe it. But I'm Kitra Marie. I do reside in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm an artist, writer, speaker, life and a business coach, which I've completely put all of that on hold because of all the madness that has occurred over the last month. I just recently put up on Facebook events all of my painting classes. I am hosting painting classes on Monday nights throughout November. You are more than welcome to come to my home for a private class. I can have 2 or 3 people at a time, $65. First class, I provide the materials. Anything after that, you provide materials. Or I have a venue in our Maplewood area that you can book your group painting class. Minimum $10, $45 a person. I provide all the supplies. You pick your theme. Still trying to promote my vision board class based on psychology and life coaching. We talk about where you've been, where you want to go, where you see your life now, and where you feel you dropped the ball. We talk about the characters that have come into your life who have influenced who you are and who have gotten you on a path maybe you don't need to be on. But that class is $65. It is a private class, but I can do it in a group if you would like to do it with other people. There is really no minimum. But what have you been doing? What have you been working on? How's the weather where you are? We had torrential downpour a couple weeks ago, and I hydroplaned all the way to work. That wasn't fun. The vehicle I was in, the brakes went out, and that wasn't fun. Like I said, it's been a series of things. In life coaching, a couple things that I've heard different people say that I really, really believe that needs to be reiterated. When we talk about the relationship part in the vision board, what you feel you want in your life and what you actually have in your life is based on your perception and your perspective. And oftentimes so many people are in a hurry and they are impetuous and they know they have dropped the ball in so many other different areas in their life, and especially when it comes to relationships, there are people who just jump in without really giving forethought to their action. And now there are people who are looking at each other wondering, what in the hell did we do? There's still too many people that are in love and not together because they can't come to an agreement on the same page. There are too many people who are in love who are not together, who do not know how to have proper communication, to speak like an adult, because one knows they have disappointed the other and the other is angry that they've been led to believe something that was never going to occur. There are too many people that are together that are not in love, but they've done things out of convenience, and in order to now change the situation, it disrupts a thought process. It disrupts patterns in which they thought they were going to be on the same page. If those people that are together and they have been married a long time and they've completely grown apart, you're talking houses, you're talking bank accounts, you're talking pensions, you're talking Social Security and retirement and so on and so forth. And these people are looking at each other where they dislike each other, but they have to remain in the same household. Life is hard enough. And when you are trying to couple up at any age or to try to stay married, either long-term or short-term, there's a whole big control over the relationship and who is going to be the one to have the final say, especially when things aren't being discussed or somebody's been brought on or brought in on false pretenses. You can only keep a mask up for so long before the mask falls off, and when things start to reveal themselves and you're not willing to look at what you thought you were signing up for, it's very much a matter of, are you looking at things for how you hope them to be, pray them to be, and not realizing how they really are? Talk about a lot of that in my vision board class. You know, I spent the last 6 years traveling a lot. It was a nice reprieve from life, but then coming back, having the reality of my person going to work, me trying to figure out where I was going to land, because when you're in the restaurant industry, that's, you know, my other gig that I do. When you're in the restaurant industry, it changes. It doesn't usually stay very consistent, and you have to be able to adapt, and you have to be able to overcome, and you have to be able to, you know, jump ship if you need to go on to something that's better and more prosperous. But as I was traveling, when I was putting my whole business together and trying to rebuild then after COVID, it very, very much plays havoc with a person's mental awareness when they are trying to build and they are trying to put this plan together. And then when you are deceived or you are disappointed in the reality of what's set in front of you because somebody is not willing to veer out of fear, out of routine, out of rigidity, it very much plays a part in the relationship because it's a bunch of false hope. It's a bunch of, I'm doing this for this much for you. Why can't you be happy with it? When it comes down to, it was never the original plan. The original plan, from my experience, we were both going to work, we were going to move, we were going to go to a whole other area, a whole other direction. We were going to leave what we knew to be to create something new. When you get to be in your later 50s and in your 60s, when life has disappointed you so much, you learn to take calculated risk. You look at where life has led you, and you, as an adult, take accountability for the things that either you dropped the ball on or the false promise you have given to somebody else. You know, in the very beginning when you were talking about building this life. Now, mind you, I'm 63. When I'm talking about building a life, I'm still looking at a small future in front of me. And those that are willing to settle for less, knowing they've made so many mistakes in their life, and now being impetuous, which is different than taking a calculated risk. You look at what's in front of you and you look who you are with and you ask yourself, am I investing or am I settling for because I don't know what's coming next or if there'll even be a next? We talk about all those in my vision board class. If you are interested in taking the class, reach out, Kitrin_Marie at yahoo.com to schedule. I'd love to have you in any of my classes, vision board or my painting classes, $45 a person, minimum 10. But for today, for tomorrow, be happy, be blessed, be thankful for everything. You know, life changes, fate turns on a dime. You decide what side of that coin you want to be on. You know, look at your person. Are you settling? Are you being impetuous? Or are you building on taking a calculated risk to live a much happier life? Take care, enjoy your day, and I do hope to see you real soon. Take care.